Here's the Friday Short for November 8th of 2024. Obviously, many are still trying to pick up the pieces and evaluate the carnage that was the 2024 election. You can catch my initial thoughts on the presidential and statewide races in this week's episode. While the results of the presidential race and how it shows what we as a people value or not value is beyond depressing for many, the salt on the wound for many Michiganders is how the Democrats lost control of the state house to MAGA Republicans. I'm already hearing and reading voices declaring that it's time for new leadership inside the Michigan Democratic Party. Maybe it's time, but I don't think that's the main problem. But it sucks losing the state house and losing some fine progressive Democrats like downriver Democrats Jamie Churches and Nate Shannon. And now that means MAGA Republican thug Matt Hall is the next Speaker of the House, which also means Democrats won't get much of their agenda passed for the next 2 years, even though they've got Governor Whitmer and the state Senate. Maybe I'm so depressed right now, but one thing I remember when Republicans were in control of the legislature is how they and Whitmer would eventually team up to pass that atrocious auto insurance reform bill, and they paid Whitmer back by getting their supporters to hold rallies at the Capitol during COVID, rallies that would eventually lead up to the January 6th insurrection. Hopefully, Whitmer has learned her lesson. But while things look bleak right now, the Democrats still have the majority in the state house for the next 6 weeks. In this lame duck session, Democrats must press forward and pass everything they can in the next month or so, because not only will many of their policies help people, but we don't know when they'll get another chance like this. When Republicans lost to Whitmer back in 2018, they still went full steam ahead with their agenda in lame duck, including passing a bill to build a tunnel around the Line 5 Canadian oil pipeline under the Straits of Mackinac. And that bill stopped any momentum of shutting down the rickety old pipeline, as it is still stuck in several courts. So it's time for Michigan Democrats to pass bills that will help people and thereby help the entire state of Michigan. First, pass the bill requiring the governor and legislature to open their records under the Freedom of Information Act. Our government transparency in the state sucks, and the people voted in 2022 for more transparency. Democrats, get it done. Second, pass the BRIGHT Act, which requires a so-called one-year cooling-off period before lawmakers can switch to becoming lobbyists. Third, pass a strong polluter pay bill that puts the onus on companies to clean up their pollution when they leave an area rather than the taxpayers having to pay for it. I'm not sure who's all in favor of companies getting away scot-free of cleaning up their polluted messes. Democrats, get it done. Fourth, repeal the emergency manager law, which led to the disaster of the Flint water crisis. Fifth, do not make any kind of concessions to the powerful restaurant lobby in watering down the upcoming minimum wage and paid sick leave increases. The people wanted it. Republicans 6 years ago slowed it down and watered it down. The people don't want Democrats to now water it down again. I mean, if Democrats are going to be the party for the working class, then God damn it, make sure this stays intact. And sixth, pass the aforementioned Jamie Churches bill that will make it easier for people seeking IVF treatment and reproductive care. And of course, there's more to be done in these 6 weeks or so. So Democrats must go out swinging. Democrats, get it done. leftoflansing@gmail.com is my email. Follow me on Twitter, the Gram, and Facebook. Subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. And subscribe to us on YouTube so that you can join me for my first YouTube live meeting this coming Monday. Take the battle to them.